has been a real while since the last real Blue Hive guide because a lot of things have changed to do with the Hive. Not really much to do with the SSA, Beesquips and stuff, but I'll still go over them if you are wondering, because I know some people still are confused on what to run. But yeah, so this brand new Blue Hive that people are using is actually used by most of the pro blues that are on the leaderboard. Like for example, this Hive is used by Nikolai G2 over here, his alt account, and he was making like 40 trillion plus or like 20 trillion plus an hour with all the glitter buffs on and everything, and macroing in like blue flower and stuff whenever the blue field boost does hit. But yeah, so for the Hive though that actually is over here, let's go through it because it's a bit interesting and a bit different to what it was usually. As you are seeing instantly, there's more diamond bees in that Hive, and let me tell you why you want to have some diamond bees in your blue Hive, because as you do see over here, when you scroll down to the diamond bee, it has passive shimmering honey. When converting at Hive, this bee grants 25% bonus honey plus 2.5% per level, and this bonus is doubled if gifted. So that kind of just says you are making 25% more honey while you are converting, and well, the more you have over there, like he over here has like 8 or so, that's like way more honey per convert, which is why these crazy numbers like 40 trillion per hour is here. And yes, he is on like 100 trillion, but that is because the leaderboard doesn't really update real time, so you gotta rejoin for the leaderboard to update. As you do see over there, this Hive has like about 15 or so buoyant bees, a ninja bee there, 2 shocked bees. I don't know if that's actually like real there. I think maybe a different bee is there. 3 music bees because of pink shades. I don't really recommend using 3 music bees. I do recommend having 4 music bees at least, unless you have pink shades with focus, but that's easy to get. You have like 8 tadpole bees. That's definitely a good thing to have that much. Puppy bee is there, but I don't really like recommend using puppy bee unless you really want to, so a different bee can go instead of puppy bee, just saying. Best of bee of course is good there if you want windy bee, but like windy bee isn't really a must have, so maybe some more buoyant bees instead of that windy bee there. And other than that, I mean, the Hive is looking good if you just do what I say, or even just add some diamond bees to your Hive instead of some buoyant bees and some things you don't see in this Hive. But don't fully copy this Hive, like make sure you do what I said, so not 3 music bees if you can't, maybe ninja bee if you do want. Basically experiment for yourself, because Blue Hive is like not really about copying fully, but actually having some of those bees I do mention, but like exploring and finding out what makes the most for you. So like for 1 week you're gonna macro with windy bee for example, and another week you're gonna macro without windy bee, and whatever makes you the most, you'll just keep it like that. But the diamond bees though are definitely like needed, because that's the new thing everyone is on nowadays, and I do really recommend having at least an alt account. If you don't, then you're not gonna make the crazy amount everyone else making on the leaderboard, because yes, you just need an alt account bad. If you can't, make sure you have like a fuzzy or 2 in your Hive. If you are macroing solo, if you are macroing with people, then they have to have a fuzzy bee too. Make sure your Hive is pollinated. But also another secret about this is that I kind of said this before, but whenever blue flower or bamboo hits from the blue field booster, your macro goes there to macro there, plus the alt account goes with you, which is why it's so high. And the more RNG you have, the better, you make way more. And make sure you also have a really high balloon blessing, really good nectars, loads of polar power, as much as you have or as much as you can really. Same with using glitter every time maybe pine tree hits, snowflakes every time you get one of those boosts maybe, or you have glitter on. Having field dices, your macro supports that. Obviously using blue extracts, glitters, oil, enzymes whenever you go Hive maybe would be really helpful. And then of course for the SSA and the amulets, you obviously do want blue pollen, bubble pollen, and whatever after. For your ant, it's kind of obvious, but basically this, but blue pollen and white pollen and all the same other stats. This basically for your moon amulet, 8% honey per pollen is best. Diamond stigbug amulet, obviously blue pollen and blue bomb pollen. SSA, you do want crit chance pollen, blue pollen, bee ability rate, and convert rate. Basically what I have over here is just blue pollen, and then either pop star with guiding star or star shower. King beetle best if you do have blue flower and bamboo field pollen, as I do as well, because it really does help macroing in those fields when it does hit from the blue field booster. Plus it is 45 minutes, not 1 hour for it to hit as well. For the Beesquips, it kind of is obvious, but this over here will allow you to run 3 music bees. If you do have focus on your pink shade, then you can run 3 music bees. If you can't though, I do recommend obviously using a honey ring, or I mean candy ring, definitely a kazoo. Bow tiara, don't think that's really that crazy anymore. Beesmas tree hats, of course you need them. Icicles if you want. Pine cones, obviously 100%. Elf caps, obviously 100%. Maybe paper angel, but not really needed. Charm bracelet if you want. Whistle, of course. Even a toy horn and a festive wreath. So basically all of those if you can fit them, depending on how much Beesquip slots you do have. But yeah, anyway though, the diamond beehive really seems like it is pretty crazy currently, and I do really recommend using the diamond bee meta and everything, because yeah, it is like on top right now. Like literally everyone is using it. And yeah, as well, make sure to let me know what your highest hour macro is with Blue Hive, or even what your highest Blue Hive boost was, or even what your highest balloon blessing was, because with Blue Hive, you know, not really that much of a boosting hive collar, but all the other stuff, yes.